What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Cardano and its recent price action, and make sure to watch the video till the end for a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. First things first, please smash the like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube is not pushing crypto content out currently and our subscribers aren't getting notifications, so make sure to join our free Telegram to stay up to date with all our videos as they are posted, link in the description. It really helps if you hit the like. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. And make sure to comment down below for your chance to win a hardware wallet in our new monthly giveaway. We'd also like to thank you all so much for your support. We've just hit 10k subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, we've had many reports that our subscribers aren't seeing our content, and this is most likely because you haven't hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon with all notifications turned on. Give it a tap now, turn on all notifications, and you'll most likely see most of our videos being posted. Also, if you want to support the channel, make sure to tap that like, it really helps us out. We're posting 4 videos per day, so make sure to check back every single day for daily updates. So we're just taking a look at Cardano here, and over the past few days we have been looking at the longer term perspective for most cryptocurrencies, because obviously the short term has been very bearish and a lot of people are getting scared. There's a lot of fear in the market. A lot of people have tethered up and they're sitting with stable coins on the sidelines waiting for things to start moving to the upside again before they get back in. Basically there's just been a lot of bearish sentiment in the market, hasn't there? And as you can quite clearly see here, I mean, in the long term, this is kind of a drop in the ocean, really, compared to, you know, the price action that we have seen over the past few years. So obviously everyone's really concerned right now. They're saying it's a bear market because we've dropped more than, well, let's take a look here. We're about 50% down from our all-time high for Cardano right now. Everyone's saying, oh, we're going to come back down to like, you know, 10, 15 cents, and we're down here. We're going to have a bear market. It's going to drop 95%. From the all-time high. Let me just measure that out, see what that would be, just for argument's sake. Yeah, coming down to, you know, in between 10 and 15 cents, see 95% drop in the bear market, or everything's going to zero, or, you know, there's a lot of negativity in the crypto space right now, especially on Twitter, and obviously the YouTube comments is usually a good place to find a lot of trolls as well, looking for someone to blame about what's been happening in the markets recently. But when you zoom out, you kind of get a better idea of what's going on. And for Cardano here, we still don't see anything that's going badly wrong at all on this chart. It's quite clear we've got our Fibonacci's drawn in here, which are which do have a lot of confluence when you look at the chart in terms of levels that we are looking at here. And it's quite clear that this we've been trading upwards inside of a channel here, haven't we? Ever since the March crash here, we've kind of formed the top and the bottom of the channel, and then ever since then we have been moving upwards in a bull run, where we have been respecting the channel. And I mean, it's pretty obvious when you look at this chart that, I mean, things are completely fine. Obviously, you could argue that we've had you know, we got really oversold here. This is something that we talk about a lot, by the way, but we will keep reiterating it because we do think it's very important. Very oversold here. Big run to the upside. Getting overbought here. Cooling off period and sideways, downward, sideways action. Getting to oversold again. Big run up here. As you can see, you could argue that this is maybe a consolidation period and a run up, but we would just say this is all part of the same run up here. Got very overbought. There's a massive bearish divergence here, by the way. You can see that quite clearly. The price action continuing to move up here, and the RSI moving down. So pretty obvious, in our opinion, what's happening here. But our big run up, cooling off period, big run up, and now having another cooling off period, which will probably last, you know, maybe another few weeks, maybe a month, depending on what Bitcoin does, as we start to find some bottoms for these prices. And then as this plays out, we do think that as we start to get more and more oversold here again, we could potentially be looking at another run up here for Cardano, based on what we're seeing here. Obviously, we're bouncing in and around the previous all-time high right now as support. It doesn't show it on this chart, but we believe that the previous all-time high was around $1.18. So we have drawn the Fibonacci's in here to basically take a look at what levels that we are looking at for some support and resistances, because as we all know, Fibonacci's do have a lot of confluence in charts. And I mean, you can see quite clearly we drew this in from the bottom of the bear market here to the previous all-time high, and you can see there's levels here being respected as resistance and support pretty much all the way up in these Fibonacci levels. We did come up about halfway into this level here, but as you can see, we have actually been rejected and come back down, and now we're bouncing in around the previous all-time high. So it's pretty obvious that, you know, in the short term, everyone's freaking out because we've had this big, massive correction in the market, especially all the new retail investors that are getting involved. They're all getting very, very concerned about what's happening. They think everything's going to zero. A lot of people are panic selling at the bottom because they're concerned about, you know, how far these things can drop realistically. And from what we can tell, I mean, when you zoom out and look at this chart, it looks as though Cardano is just, you know, it's having a nice correction like it's had here. It's had a decent correction, come back down to a previous swing high here, found support, got the pickup again after a few months, and then had another absolute tear. So, I mean, we are in a bull market still. We haven't seen the end of the bull market by any means. We haven't had a blow off top yet. And it's still pretty damn early for the bull market to be over in terms of this cycle. So it looks as though we're just, you know, we're coming back down. We're finding previous support, starting to, you know, we're starting to level out here from what we can tell. You know, Cardano is holding pretty well. And as we come further and further down, potentially across, you know, into this channel, maybe coming somewhere here. And if we come oversold here as well on our RSI, we'll start to see a lot of factors here that could have confluence in terms of Cardano having another pump to finish this bull run. So obviously over the past few days, we have had Cardano selling off again because Bitcoin's been rolling over. But from what we can tell, I mean, Cardano's, you know, it's doing some good things here. It's breaking out of this resistance that it's been under here that we talked about. We had this ascending wedge, which we did break to the downside out of. And then obviously we had an ascending triangle here as well, which we did break to the downside out of because of the rolling over in the wider market. With Bitcoin rolling over, obviously. We do think it's probably to do with the Grayscale, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust basically releasing all those shares that people could sell. And obviously that's bearish news for the market apparently. So we have been rolling over again here and basically coming over, rolling over for Cardano. But I mean, it looks like it's holding pretty strong, doesn't it? It's only down around 51, 52%, which is actually, you know, in the category of Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of holding strong. So there's a lot of altcoins right now which are down 70, maybe even 80 or 90% from their all-time highs that were set a few months ago. So pretty obvious that there's obviously a lot of fear in the market right now. A lot of people are calling for a bear market because of these things, but we're just not seeing it at the minute. I mean, we're still clearly in an uptrend here on the longer timeframes for Cardano and a lot of other cryptos, and we will continue to say this. Everyone's screaming for a bear market, but I mean, as you can see here, we haven't even lost our 55 moving average on our weekly time frame here, which would be, you know, when you get that death cross on the weekly time frame, that's pretty good confluence of a bear market. But we're just not seeing it right now. So until we see that, we're not going to be calling for a bear market like a lot of these YouTubers are, because, you know, we just don't see it. There's nothing in the data here to suggest that we're in a bear market. We're still in an uptrend. You know, we've basically been holding the 20 until today, until this week, and we've still got a few days to rectify this. If we get a pickup again, we could come back above the 20 or here on the weekly time frame. So as far as we're concerned, we really don't think there's that much to be concerned about with Cardano here. We haven't lost the 55. We'd really need to see ourselves losing this and falling out of this channel for us to start considering a bear market. With the 55 doing something like this, the 20 doing something like this, getting that bearish cross on the weekly, and then that's your textbook bear market sign right there. But we're nowhere near seeing this right now. So until we start seeing something like that, then we're going to be bullish on Cardano. So we'll take a quick look at the hourly time frame here to get an idea of what's going on. Obviously, as you can see, Bitcoin's dragging the market down right now, as it always does. It's getting very frustrating now, if we're being honest. Obviously, we do just show you what the data suggests, and we will be level-headed, but we can't help but feel like this is just really annoying at this point, the amount of manipulation that seems to be happening with Bitcoin. That seriously is messing with the entire market right now. It's pretty obvious that everyone's selling off on all kinds of FUD that we're seeing right now to do with Binance and this Grayscale Bitcoin Trust releasing Bitcoin shares, etc., which don't actually have an effect on the price, by the way, because they're not selling Bitcoin on spot, which means the price won't go down. But you know, this is negative news apparently, which means that the whole market's rolling over, including Cardano. So right now it looks as though Cardano is actually holding pretty strong. I mean, it's finding levels of support in these sorts of areas here, but obviously do anticipate if we do continue to roll over, we could be coming down to this $1.08 level and maybe retesting the $1 level again. If we do see Bitcoin come down to that $30,000 level and maybe a little bit below it, if the price continues to roll over. But obviously, if we do get a decent pickup, we could imagine that if Bitcoin gets a pickup, Cardano could be coming back up, you know, into this 120, 130, maybe even 140 level. Coming out, basically reversing out here, something like this, and picking back up again, because this is pretty sharp and steep price action here. And when you get price action like this, you're most likely going to get a decent bounce to the upside. So short term, obviously it's always very difficult to know. But long term, taking a look at this chart, you could probably surmise that until we see ourselves falling out the bottom of this channel and losing EMAs on the weekly time frame, then we're probably going to continue to see decent price action for Cardano for the remainder of this bull run. So that's our update today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. Remember to comment down below and be subscribed to enter into our brand new monthly giveaway for a hardware wallet. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're offering coin calls, one-to-one access to us personally, insight into our personal portfolio, daily research of crypto assets with massive potential, and access to our brand new 100x portfolio. With so many benefits, you might as well check it out below. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up, otherwise you won't receive the second stock. Scammers get worse every day, so make sure to protect yourself and your crypto online with PureVPN. Sign up below for some big discounts. You can get access to block content and protect yourself from phishing scams with super low monthly payments and high quality speeds. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.